Greetings. Today, a lot of work to do. For today, let's focus on ingesting big amounts of data. A lot of rows into databases. To do that, you have to first learn how to generate it. Generate a big file and then insert into database and see, compare different methods. Like usual insert versus bulk insert. See what performs better, what is faster. Let's dive into it. Right. First of all, I would like to quickly refactor this one. So Monty whole problem simulation. I want to first of all create a separate folder for it. In the folder, let's call interview problems. I'll move there. Great. And now let's also call it not from the program, but from a test. I will create also a folder here called interview problems. And I'll create a new test. Let's call it Monty whole test. Monty test. All right. Here. Way. And we will call one method. What we'll actually do from here is this. Okay. This one we go uncomment. The manager. Account. Here it is. And let's run this one. See what is the output. Just explore, run. Okay, so it has run, but expectedly nothing was produced in the output. Basically, this console, while test runs, it doesn't produce output to console. So let's fix that. Let's look at Google. This X unit doesn't capture console output. Basically, the way to do it is to introduce the test output helper, and then we can use it with a little bit of refactoring. Okay, let's do that. Helper. This, and then we can, let's try it out quickly. Put helper. We run it like this. Still nothing. Okay. Okay. This is the group level. Group level is down. When I put it on the test, I can see the standard output. Good. Now what we need to do is to finish with slight refactoring. We can pass the number of tries here as a parameter. Put it here, 10,000, and the output of this method would be not void, but rather wins and losses. Basically. And we return Great. So here. Oh, so wins losses. And 1,000. And it's deconstructed. Width and losses. Great. Basically, now what is left to do is to put the text that we had before in console output. Yes. Trace. Right. This looks good. Let's run it. Great. Super. So this is now refactored. We can continue with the main task. So what I want to do is to create a code that will generate a file, CSV file of the length that I input. So 10,000. Let's create a class for it. Call it CSV data generator. CSV data. No, it's good. All right. Here I have prepared some code. So let me put it in. The idea is that I would like to pass in, and I would like to pass in row count for the starter. What would I like to have the output? CSV file. So basically, byte array would be good. Or actually, I can check in program. What do we have? Read from disk. Yeah, it's a CSV file, so I can load it from disk here, and then with this method, I can save it to data. Oh, this is what does it do? I will need to generate my records. And then I will have to pass it to CSV write records method. How does the record look like? I need to generate records of type of class that I am returning. Employee name. So I will be returning employee model. This is what I will return. This can be to have it strongly typed. Okay. Tax. This is to string, not to string. Okay, and one last thing is a person name generator. Let me grab it here and I'll explain it in a minute. For person name generator, I will be using a nice NuGet library that I have found. It is called person name generation, random name generation library. Useful one. Style. Great. System is working. this code generation, I actually realized that I already have the generation in CSV file help. Write to byte arrays. So I can do like this. Bytes return write to byte array. And what I'm writing, I'll be writing records. Write to byte array, list employee model, records to list. This I don't need. Right, now let's go through the code itself. So what I do, let's create a list of models. Need some randomness here from 0 to row count. Here, count from 0 count. Now for each iteration of a loop, I'll create a new record, tax ID, a new unique number from 1 to 1 billion or whatever. Here, actually here we can do a little bit of improvement. So a year, name, and last name are generated by name generator. It's useful. Birthday, just a little trick. Do not get the date out of the range. So that's why I add, for instance, 29 here. So not more than 30 days. 11 here. So month. Yeah, and join date. Same, and some dummy values in the range from 100 to whatever for each month. And improvements that I want to do is to actually add this by year loop as well. Let's create a separate index and year 10 years. And actually this could be also passed here to make it more explicit. Not very good idea to hide those constants deep down methods. Year count, here. And I'll put it here in the loop. Now what I can do is 2013 plus. So this will add additional generation for each year. Yeah, but what I would actually like to do here is to have a same kind of employee, like defined by tax ID, last name, and just generate this data per new year. Do we achieve that? This means that I would rather create model like this. Put it here. Year is not, should not be assigned. Nothing should be assigned except base. Template. Now here I would love to just assign the relevant values for the year and month. But to do that, I need to create a clone of the employee model. Otherwise, if I start assigning this, since employee is a reference class, I will just change and keep overriding the existing data. For instance, if I were to just put code like this, just assigning the years and then adding it. This wouldn't work because year, please reference type, and year would just, in the end, I would have, like, yes, I would have 10 employee records in the list, but each of them would be of the same year, of the last year, because it's the same instance. So what I need to do is need to create a cloning mechanism for it. And a quick way to do it is we are using MemberwiseClone. So what I would actually like to do now, let me show you. I would like to have something like this record. Clone. And then in record, I will assign all of these properties. Do it. Matter. Okay, this will return more for me. And what we can do, since all of the properties are value types, you can see, this one are immutable, they are fine. Let's do MemberwiseClone. This way, every property will be cloned, a new instance is created. Okay, and now find the properties. What I want to do is this record dot. And Thomas and should be good to go. Nice. Here, let's test it out. This one I can practice. Let's actually create a test. Employee manager test. Let's create a test. It will be called employee test data generation test. Generator test. Usual file. Generate big. Call it employee and data generator. Generator. Byte. Get byte from it. What does it need? Row count. Click. Needs row count of employees. Rename it. Count and year count. Let's create a bigger file. What should we start with? 10,000 employees by 10 years. And now, well, let's write it to the disk. We can make it master. Here's the element I want to extract, because I want to put it in the file name. Integer. Count. And we'll write to file test employee data. Here I will put employee count. Add years so that we have a nicely generated file name. And as a result, good to go. 6. And let's test it out. Okay, so now we have a bug. Here was day parameters describe an presentable data. I know what the bug is. Here is a birth date. This can be a month of February, and the month of February can't have this many dates. Sometimes it has, most of the time it has 28 days, 29. Like this. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so what is the result? And here we should find employee data. Oh, 1 megabyte file. Open it. As we can see, for same name, same tax ID as we planned, and just years sequence, and it has some nice data, and we have a lot of them, 10,000 records. Oh, 1,000 employees by 10 years. Great. We would stop here, and in the continuation of this lesson, we'll use this data to actually insert into database and compare the performance. Thank you, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.